If you're looking for a no-worry account, try free checking at Great Western Bank. Never worry about monthly fees or minimum balances. Great Western Bank, making life great, a member FDIC. Great Western Bank, USRA B-Modified Division, B feature event. 5 go to the main in this division. Who will it be? We'll find out in 8 circuits. Ozzy going to slide it up across the front of 45 of Tucker Powell. Powell crosses to his inside. He'll lead back into turn number 3. Battle for the second spot. Dustin Johnson to the inside of Hazy. Hazy comes down the racetrack right in front of a bunch of cars. Holds on to third, but that's not a good line getting into turn number 1. Hazy on the very bottom of the front straightaway. Now the car kicks loose at the apex. Here comes the 87 of Clint Erickson. Erickson in the 4th spot. Jeff Whitrock in 5th. The final transfer spot. Leaders going around in turn number 4. And the yellow lights are going to come on around the speedway. Yellow gets called for the 45 of Tucker Powell. Tucker Powell out front in the 45 machine and then spins it around in the 4th turn, puts us under the caution flag. 1 lap in, 7 laps to go. Otteson in the 56 got a black flag in the heat race. The car was bottoming out on the racing surface. Looks like they've got that repaired. We're back to the green. 7 to go. Otteson holds on to the final transfer spot. There's the race for second. Dean Hazy, the 95H, the 87 of Erickson. Oh, the 56 of Kurt Otteson. Too high into turn number 3, and he'll slip it out into the grass outside 3 and 4. That's got it moving. Yellow's out. Well, Kurt Otteson was running in the final transfer spot in that 56 machine, just went in a little too high there into turn number 3, and when you get over that banking, it's extremely difficult to bring it back to the racing surface, and that's exactly what the seasoned driver got bit by getting into turn number 3, and he'll give up a transfer spot and have to go to the tail. Back to the restart at the cone in turn number 4. For green. Hazy going to go too high there in turns 1 and 2. That allows the 87 of Clint Erickson to take over the second spot. Hazy runs 3rd, pushes big there in turn number 3. 66 of Jeff Whitrock working the bottom, looking for 3rd. He runs in 4th. Right now, that's silver 7W of Doug Wallace in the final transfer spot after giving up his starting grid position in this one and his heat race and going to the back. Now, 3 cars racing for the final transfer spot. Wallace has it. Powell to his outside. Otteson works to the inside, and now Powell into the final transfer spot in the 45. Dustin Johnson, Clint Erickson, Dean Hazy, top 3, then Jeff Whitrock, and now Tucker Powell into the 5th spot. Kurt Otteson up to 6th. But he's 1 out of a transfer in the red and white 56. We'll come to 2 laps to go. The 80 of Dustin Johnson ripping around the high side of the speedway out to a lead of 1.2 seconds. Race for the 3rd spot between the 95 of Dean Hazy and the 66 of Jeff Whitrock. Whitrock will go to the bottom. Hazy on the high line of the speedway. Nothing doing down there on the bottom for the 66 of Whitrock. Meanwhile, white flag is out. Got a battle for the transfer spot here on the white flag lap. The 80 of Dustin Johnson well out front, but the 56 of Kurt Otteson just moved from 6th into the transfer spot with the 45 of Tucker Powell off the top side of turn 2. Your winner will be the 80 of Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson in the 80 picks up the win. The 87 of Clint Erickson second. 95H Dean Hazy third. Jeff Whitrock in 4th in the 66. And the final transfer goes to the 56 of Kurt Otteson with a last lap pass to get into that transfer spot. Doug Wallace 6th and Tucker Powell 7th from tonight's B main event. Cars circulating the speedway behind the Fastenal Pace Truck, getting set for our first feature event here tonight. The Pace Truck brought to you by the local Fastenal. Fastenal, your wholesale business-to-business distributor of industrial and construction supplies. Fastenal has locations in the surrounding area, including Sioux Falls, Brandon T., Madison, and Mitchell. See your local Fastenal for all of your supply needs, with great quality products from DeWalt, Milwaukee, MCR Safety, and your other trusted and industrial construction brands. First feature event of the night, Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stocks. Staged up on the speedway. Bill Christensen, Caden Wessels, side by side on row number 1. We come to the start. 12 laps is the distance. A little loose right in the middle of the pack. They go 4 wide. Everyone collects it up. The cars out of the edge of the speedway, including Travis Christensen, the 20, the 18K of Landon Crone. They're both trying to hold on to the very high side of the speedway. Do so. Christensen falls to the very tail of the field. He'll slow in turn 4, and the yellow lights are on. Well, they were 4 wide down the back straightaway. The end result was Travis Christensen getting over the edge of the banking, and he'll draw the caution. 1 lap in, 11 laps to go in tonight's Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stock feature event. Got more bonus money up here on the 6 of Dustin Bronson. $200 on him to win. Green this time in turn 4. 1 in, 11 laps to go for the Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stocks. Bill Christensen goes all the way to the bottom in the 99. It's not going to work out for him. Got the car a little loose there at the exit of turn number 2. 3 wide down the back straightaway for the 4th spot. Everyone hustling off of the 4th turn. Caden Wessel's going to lead. Lap number 2, 10 laps to go. Dustin Bronson from deep in the field, already up into the top 3. Dustin Schultz around on the top of turn 2 in the 2-star. The yellow lights coming on. Dustin Schultz running in 7th, gets too high in turns 1 and 2. He'll spin around over there in the Pulver towing car, and the yellow lights come on around the racetrack. 2 in, 10 laps to go. Fastenal Pace Truck will leave him on the back straightaway. We are restart ready with 10 laps remaining. Caden Wessels out front in car 69. The Adrian Tile, Laverne Body Shop, Vandervliet Trucking Car brings us back to the restart. We're green. The young Wessel's going to learn a lesson on that restart. On Delaware doubles, we've got debris flying down there in turn number 1, flies off the racetrack. Now we've got trouble in turn number 2. Cars going around. Joel Norris and James Adams over there in turn number 2. Yellow is out. The 3J of James Adams hitting the return road, perhaps going to the work area. At least a left front tire flat on the Peterson Trucking, now Orthopedics Redders, car number 3J. Happy birthday, Rachel Fricke, here at the I-90 Speedway for the first time, cheering on Dylan Bickett. Welcome to the races. Here we go, 10 laps remaining. Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stock feature event coming back to the start. Wide for the 2nd spot. Here comes Levi Vanderwide as the 6 of Dustin Bronson was having trouble getting the car to turn there in turn number 2. Defending champion loses some spots. 4 wide off of turn number 4 as Josh Bradley leads at lap number 3. Oh, trouble at the front of the pack. Froseth is going around. Couple of other cars getting into it. Fitzpatrick slides to a stop, and we've got mayhem over there in turn number 3. Josh Froseth, the 81 machine, around over there. The 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. They were 2nd and 3rd. 17J of Jason Bradley's got some damage on that machine. Dustin Bronson, right front tire, skewed on that machine going down the front straightaway. Cone placed over there in turn number 4. Drivers must go to the outside of it, may not advance position prior to going by the cone. We've got 9 laps remaining. Josh Bradley out front, the second different leader in this feature event, brings us back to a green flag. Dustin Bronson, good restart for the damage to 6 machine. He's able to get third. Caden Wessel's going to come back after him. Battle for the lead. The 8 of Levi Vanderweide looking for the lead spot. Started 11th. Looking for the lead off turn number 4, but Josh Bradley too strong with the momentum on the high line. He'll lead at lap number 4. Here comes Dustin Bronson into the mix. Diamond cut. Bronson with the momentum. Down the back straightaway, Dustin Bronson has the second spot. He'll go in on the middle, now up to the top. Josh Bradley will lead him off of turn number 4. Vanderweide on the bottom, digging like Dale down there, looking for the spot. Can't quite get there. Piling up in turn number 4. James Adams into the inside wall in the 3J. Trouble in turn number 4. James Adams drives away from the incident site. He got into an inside barricade, knocked it over. The 81 of Josh Froseth drives away. The 50M of Marnie DeBoer drives away. We're back under the yellow. 5 laps in, 7 laps to go. We've got a barricade knocked over in turn number 4, and they'll have to tip that back up before we go back into racing. To get that set back up before we go back to racing. Watching the replay with Advantage Racing TV, and the 3J of James Adams just lost it there in the middle of 3 and 4, collecting up Marnie DeBoer and Josh Froseth, and collateral damage with the barricade on the bottom of the Speedway. Green means go. Go with Travis Electric for all of your residential and commercial electrical needs. Travis Electric, serving Hartford and the surrounding communities for 15 years. Go green. Go with Travis Electric. Green flag will bring us back to the green here in turn number 4. Josh Bradley shows the way. Levi Vanderweide really threw it into turn number 1. Looked cool, but it's going to cost him a spot as the 18K of Landon Crone goes around his outside. Bronson took a look to the high line. They were 3 wide for the second spot momentarily. Josh Bradley leads at the halfway point. 6 in, 6 to go. Look at this Hornet's Nest out front as the Rowena Rocket Landon Crone tries to get to the top spot. Can't get there. Dylan Andall, the 27 car, out of shape at the exit of turn 2. He gathers it up. We race for the lead down the front straightaway. Bradley has it. Bronson into that second spot once again. Tracy Haluska from 18th is in the 4th spot looking for a podium position. The 86 machine from the outside of row 9 now in that front pack. Highline of the Speedway looks to be the preferred groove. As I say that, Dustin Bronson dips out of formation. Big run after your race leader. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Bronson on the bottom. He'll slide up. Josh Bradley up there on the cushion. Bradley will lead with the caution flag coming out over the Speedway. Yellow is out. Trouble outside turn 2. And it looks to be the 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. Logan Fitzpatrick in the 221 had charged back up to position number 8. Then he's outside the Speedway to put us under the yellow flag. Travis Christensen right outside the top 5, trying to get back into a front-running spot. We come back to the start. Green, white, checkered to settle the Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stock feature. Bradley not quite putting the right rears on the cushion as the 8 of Vanderweide trying to break back into the top 5. He'll do so behind this 3-car race out front. Here comes Bronson to the bottom of turn number 4, looking for the lead. White flag is out. The door is flopping. The hood is flopping. Bronson on a mission, running in second. Crone right there in third. Haluska in the 4th spot. All of them behind Josh Bradley in the 20B. Final set of turns. Does anyone have anything for Bradley? The answer is no. Josh Bradley will get his second win of the year here at I-90 Speedway. Josh Bradley, the 20B, will get his second win of the year as he'll come to the winner's circle. Dustin Gulbronson from 12th will be second. Tracy Haluska from 18th will be third. 15 spots gained. He will lead early on into the night's competition for that Precision Drywall $100 Hard Charger Award. There he is, the 20B, Josh Bradley, getting out of the Wiedemann Lawn Care car number 20B, his second win this season, second of his career here at the I-90 Speedway. Takes over the lead on lap number 3. He's out of the car. Fans, give him a hand. Your winner tonight is Josh Bradley. We'll go down into the winner's circle. Scotty DeYoung down there to talk, as I see Jason Bradley there to congratulate the younger of the Bradley Racing family. And let's go down Scotty DeYoung to talk with our winner.
Well, Josh, second time here in Victory Lane Speedway. You said something to me right as you parked it here in Victory Lane. The shifter out of the transmission gone right as you took the checkered.
Yeah, the shifter linkage came off, but it's still in gear, so it was fine.
Fine indeed. Second time here in Victory Lane here at I-90 Speedway. You got the restart and got ahead of Caden Wessels there and then just held off the 6 car in an 18K, which is not an easy feat to do.
Yeah, I knew I had to get a good start, and I knew the 6 and 8 and them guys would be coming, but never really seen them.
What do you got to think for putting this 20B car in Victory Lane here tonight?
Mostly my dad, my uncle, my brothers, all the sponsors, anyone that helped with the car.
So once again, Josh Bradley visits Victory Lane for the second time this season.